Hey guys, it's me again. I know I haven't done a video in a while. Well, since Glee. And I don't know if I did anything the next day. I was supposed to, but, I got a couple things to talk about, mainly about Pokemon X and Y. But first I'm going to talk about the shows that I usually do. Now, sadly, I didn't watch Korra yesterday because we had to reschedule to tape it today on DVR. And, well, let's just say that, I haven't gotten to it yet still. I did watch Toad Drama late, and I did watch Rwby on Thursday, a little bit later after my video. I'm just rubbing my little. Isn't he cute? Kitty, kitty, kitty. Say hi to the camera. Anyway, starting with Total Drama, it was kind of confusing and kind of freaky because of the whole blue moon thing. Heather pretended to act all weird. Now, which was funny and creepy, very creepy, and everyone else thought so too. Now, the bigger question is, Duncan said he thought he saw him somewhere. I don't know if maybe it was when Evil Mike was breaking someone's special possession, or maybe he saw him in Rwby or on the news or something. That's the big question for me. How does Duncan know Evil Mike? Because he would have recognized him off the bat when they first met, if he knew something. So, I don't know. Other than that, I think it's funny that Cameron's going to be on, the villain side now. I don't know why. I think he didn't want Mike to, or him to get voted off. Anyway, then I watched Rwby, and finally Jean stood up for himself. Yay! I thought Ruby was funny, was like, nope, nope, nope. It was funny. I'm looking forward to the next episode to see what happens to Jean after he finally stood up for himself and threw the giant thing of something syrup at the bully. Now, I haven't looked at those videos again or listened to music for Black's thing because I've been busy, plus with the whole Glee thing I was really tired the last day or so. And tomorrow I've got work, so I'm doing the homework right now. But I wanted to do this before I forgot. And my nail polish is almost off from my convention thing. And then Halloween's coming up, so it's gonna be back on again. So anyway, that's about it with Rwby and Total Drama. I'm wondering who's gonna be next voted off. But I'm more curious on how everything has to do with Mike. That's what interests me more than who wins. Well, that and the fact that I want to know who gets flushed next. Let's see what else. I've been watching actually some horror movies by myself. I finally watched Resident Evil, the first two. I don't know if the first two, I think. Or I'm on the second one, I don't know. I know I watched the first one. And then I've been watching Saw. We own the first three, and then I've requested the 4 through 6 through the library, and now I just request the last one, which is the 3D one, which I'm not planning on watching it in 3D, because 3D sucks. Anyway, actually, Pokemon X and Y, which is what I'm now going to talk about, you could buy it today, but some people pre-ordered it, like our friend Gian, which I finally know how to pronounce his name. If you don't know who I'm talking about, it's the guy who was doing those Pokemon countdowns, and now he's doing the walkthrough with Pokemon X, which I'm glad because I'm interested in X more than Y. But I want to see what's the difference between X and Y, and like the actual differences other than like certain Pokemon. Now, Bulbapedia is being somewhat stupid, but it actually is updated itself somewhat. And this is what I'm going to be talking about the rest of the time, so if you aren't interested, or if you are interested but don't want any spoilers, I would suggest turning it off now. So I'll wait until it says like 5:20 on my thing. Okay, if you guys are still here, that means you guys are interested in some info. Now, like I said, Gian's playing Pokemon X and showing it through what he calls a walkthrough, which, if most of you people already know, he's been saying hello a lot. Guys, he just says it, so it's not that big of a deal. I say or like a lot, or I mean even, and this is, but I don't know what I would say if it's like it's a continuous thing. But he says hello. It's like his what, I think. Or like, oh my gosh. Which is fine by me. And Jean, if you are seeing this, please show your Pokedex more often. I want to see what the number is until the actual Pokedex comes in. Okay, well, they finally released some more info about the gym leaders. Now, sadly, we won't know anything about the Elite Four or Champion yet. Of course, I don't think anyone will until the Poke Guide is available, which is paperbacks, I think the 14th, which is in 2 days, and then the hardcovers is released on the 22nd, which is longer. Now I'm hoping to pre-order the Pokemon Guide, the hardcover, because surprisingly on Amazon it's a lot cheaper. But I've still got a couple of days, so I'm gonna, cause like it's 20 something or so for the paperback, and it's less for the hardcover, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna request that, and then once the Pokedex comes out, unless it has the Pokedex, then I will request or buy that. But it all depends. Because I usually like to have all the Pokemon in one spot, but I don't know. And if the Pokedex can also include the Mega forms. Now to get into the main part. Rwby actually did release some info. Now we already knew that Viola was the first gym leader as well as the bug type gym leader. So we don't have to go through that. Well, I just did. But there's 7 other, then there was 1, 2, 3 others that names were released, but not their types. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, now some information has been released on their types, but I'm gonna go in order after Viola, like in order who you are gonna face and what their type is, if they have mentioned. Because they have released all the types of gym leaders there are, but there are 3 that are unconfirmed on who is what, and that's 6, 7, and 8. We only know 1 through 5. Okay, if you didn't know, that rock climber Grant, or I think his Japanese name is Pomegranate, which is also Zakuro. Thank Tokyo Mew for helping me learn that. Is the rock type gym leader, and he likes to do outdoor sports like biking, climbing, rock climbing, and all that kind of stuff. He and Gian actually goes through, beats him, but I haven't gotten that far yet, because Gian's videos are not really long. The next one is the girl who also gives you your Mega Stone, I believe, and teaches you a little bit about the Mega Evolutions. And her name is Karina. She will be our fighting gym leader. Now, she looks like she's on roller skates, and that's all we know really about her personality. We just know that she also gives you a sometime around then is when you also get the Mega Stone. I can't see what I'm putting on right now, but he's just so cute. Okay, now they haven't released the 4th one, what he looks like, but there's a guy named Ramos, and he will be our grass gym leader. Now, so far all of these types have been, I think that, yeah, they have been gym leader. Those types have been gym leaders before. Now you gotta exclude Fairy because this is its first one, but it is also a type of gym, but I'll get to that later. And then the fifth and final one that they released the info, as well as the gym leader and what he looks like, is Clemence, which is also gonna probably be one of the I'm gonna go Doctor Who again and say companion for Ash Ketchum in the anime series. We don't know. I don't know who and his little sister, which I forgot her name. I think Lizzie. And then I don't know who the other companion's gonna be, because this is gonna go all May, Dawn, or May, Max, and Brock again. Only I don't know who the third person is. But instead of a girl and a younger brother, it's a boy and a younger sister. And how much time do I got? Oh wow. The next one, which we don't know what her type is Valerie. Now I don't know if they've shown the pictures. I've tried looking it up on just Google images and nothing. So maybe I'll put in the name Valerie or the other two, and maybe as well as Ramos, and try to get a picture. Now Clemence also I forgot to mention Clemence's Pokemon type is electric, which kind of makes sense because of how scientific he is. And then Valerie, we don't know. Now, the seventh one's name is Olympia, which is another girl. We don't know hers either. And then the last one you'll be doing, this is kind of a weird name, Wolfric. I don't know if that's pronouncing it right, but that's what I think. Now, the three types that are left, that they have not said whose is whose for the last three, are Fairy, Ice, and Psychic. I'm hoping that Valerie is I want Valerie and Olympia to be any of these three. I don't really care what Wolfric is, but I just want to see how it's going to be done. Now, for the Elite Four and the Champion, most of the time they'll put Champion as a mix or a various, except for a couple which were Steven, Wallace, and Iris, I believe, because she was Dragon. I almost forgot about her. But I'm hoping this one can be a type one, because I really want another type champion. But that might make it too easy, so I guess that's why they do it. But these are also the possible types that the Elite Four will have. Now, we don't know who's going to have what. They never have a mixed various with the Elite Four, so I'm hoping that we'll find out soon what this is. I'm hoping that they upload it to Bulbapedia very soon. Surprisingly, they didn't really say much, nor have they put any of the new stuff that they last mentioned before the game came out. But these are the types that are still left over that could be for the Elite Four. Dark, which is one of the usuals. Dragon, same. Poison, we've only had one, which was Koga. Normal, I don't think we had normal Elite Four. Ground, we had Bertha, I think. Ghost, very common. Flying, I don't think we have flying. That would be cool, actually. Fire, we have Flint. Steel, I don't know if we had a Steel. So if you guys, and I'm actually have Bulbapedia up right now. And Water, which we haven't had at all either. In fact, if I look right now, let's see. Out of all the ones I said, I don't see a flying or a steel or a water. Nope. None of that would be nice to have a flying, steel, fire, and water type Elite Four group. Hey. Anyway, I'm hoping we can find out what these other guys look like, because they won't release Ramos nor Valerie, Olympia, or Wolfric's pictures. And actually, Olympia, Valerie, and Wolfric don't even have an information page. Just Ramos, surprisingly. But we'll hopefully see stuff soon, and I'm going to keep watching Gian's thing. Now, the reason why I was going to talk about this originally was because they showed the types of badges, so I was guessing. Then I checked Bulbapedia today, and then they went on to gym leaders, and then they showed more names, so I just looked and tried to, like I said, some of them had, some of them had. Tell me which one so far you think that you know about is your favorite, or what you think should be the 4 Elite Four types. Comment down in your comments down below. Click like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys Probably Monday or Tuesday. Most likely one of those 2 days. Doubtful. Otherwise, you'll probably see me Wednesday. Hear from me Wednesday because I've got some work to do, which is what I'm doing right now too. Talk to you later.